everyone, it's Reagan and welcome to the start of a extra special reading vlog. It is February, which honestly has very much put me in the mood to read some romances. I have picked out a few romances for my TBR this month, and basically in this vlog I'm gonna try to read as many romances as possible this weekend. I'm thrilled about my TBR. Both of the books are super popular and very beloved, so I'm curious to see how I will feel about them. But before we dive into the TBR itself, first a quick word from this video's sponsor. Hi friends, so I'm thrilled to say that this video is actually sponsored by Acorn TV. If there's anything known about me, if I'm not reading, I'm watching television. Acorn TV is a streamable television app which allows you to get access to incredible TV from across the pond, from Britain, Ireland, and Australia. They have so much content on there, from beloved favorites to also newly releasing dramas. They actually have new television dropping every single Monday, with some incredible shows featuring some of my favorite actors like David Tennant, Olivia Colman, and Sandra Oh. They have some BBC classics on there, which I love. A BBC classic. A period drama is what I need at all times. Outside of classics, they of course have a bunch of shows ranging across all of the genres, including mystery thriller. For me, I think I'm most excited to watch David Tennant's new show, Deadwater Fells. I loved Broadchurch, so I'm hoping this kind of has similar dark vibes. Plus David Tennant is an incredible actor and I love just watching him in anything and everything. With Acorn TV, you can get access to incredible international premium content for only $5.99 a month, and it's also compatible across a bunch of different devices, from Apple TV to Roku to your phone, so it's super easy to stream and watch from anywhere and any device that you may have in your life. And I of course have an offer code for you guys, so if you're wanting to escape to Britain from the comfort of your home and couch, you can go to acorn.tv, use the promo code PeruseProject to get a 30-day free trial. Come stream with me, let's talk British television. I'm always down to chat TV with you guys. But again, big shout out to them for sponsoring this video. Let's dive back into the TBR. All right, so here is my set TBR for this video. I say that like I have two books picked out with a floating third one kind of in mind, but these are the first two books I'm going to try to tackle for this weekend. The first is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Hoang. I've heard non-stop good things about this. I hear it has like a really cute centered romance at its heart, following a woman who works a very high-powered math-focused job. She's also on the autism spectrum, so she hasn't really made a lot of time for dating and is really a workaholic. So she decides to basically hire an escort to kind of, you know, have a rubric and figure out everything she needs to know before she dives back into the dating game. They fall in love. Again, I hear this has lots of antics, it's fun, it's steamy, all of that. And then I also want to read Take a Hint, Danny Brown. These covers look incredible together. But this is a continuation, or rather like a companion novel, To Get a Life, Chloe Brown, which I read a few months ago and really enjoyed. This follows Danny, who is a sister to Chloe, and she is currently pursuing, I believe, like her PhD. She's like working towards a profession in academia, so she's not really interested in like a long-term relationship. And then in like a fire drill gone wrong, she meets a really cute security guard, and I think like fake dating, friends to lovers, fake dating to friends with benefits to lovers kind of happens from there. I hear this is so fun, so funny, and I love the fake dating trope, and I haven't read a lot of friends to lovers, so I'm very interested to expand my repertoire in that way. So that is my kind of set romance TBR. I might throw in a third book if I'm able to finish these, which I read romance so quickly, maybe a historical romance edition, which is always some of my favorite to pick up. But I'm really looking forward to both of these. I can't get over how well they coordinate together. But yeah, I'm not sure which of the two I'm gonna start with, but I'm definitely gonna try to read both of these this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, welcome to the vlog. Hope you guys enjoy. I have a few more things I need to wrap up with work, but then the reading shall commence. It's officially the weekend. The sweatpants are on. Raise the roof. Matilda also is ready to party. She's also taken off her workwear and opted for more casual wear. Isn't that right, Matilda? Yes.
Matilda, I love you.
Also, I haven't gone into clear details about what Clay and I want to do this weekend because we have no idea. The Super Bowl's this weekend, which feels super weird. I feel like that completely snuck up on us. So I guess we'll watch that. I might cook. I might make some like homemade wings or something, like use it as an excuse to make some like tasty like restaurant food we haven't eaten in a while, but at home. And then we'll probably just watch TV and hang out. I obviously am going to be doing a lot of reading, which is the purpose of my romance readathon. I'm reading only romance this weekend, Clay.
Nice.
I like
Set
that.
the expectations for our relationship.
I like that Naruto shirt.
Believe it.
Anyway, so that's the plan. We're probably gonna get delivery tonight, but I'll say like we're both very indecisive, so we're just kind of sitting here trying to figure out what to do. So keep you posted. Hi. So Clay has to do a bit of work. Something just popped up really quick. So I'm gonna use this as an excuse to start reading. I've also decided to start with the Kiss Quotient, which I'm really looking forward to. I think this has like a cutesy element to the romance, which I love pining, okay? Pining is my favorite. So I'm gonna pick this up. I feel like I'll just be able to read a quick few chapters and then the rest of my Friday night can commence. Hi, so great news. I was able to read a quick 40 pages of this book while Clay was working. And it's a really quick read right off the bat. I mean, one, that 40 pages flew by, but it also starts out pretty steamy almost immediately. It's dual perspective, which I really love. So as I mentioned, we follow our main character, Stella, who hires an escort to basically figure out how to date. And then we also actually follow Michael, who is the escort that she hires. And I definitely feel like there's going to be a bit of insta-love, especially in Michael's part right off the bat. But he's honestly, like, from the few chapters I've read about him, like, so precious, I don't even mind. Like, that's kind of what I mean about the vibes, what I heard about this going in, that it's really, really cute, as well as being steamy. Because immediately, like, I've only read 40 pages, but I'm already rooting for both of them so much. Like, Michael is so patient, and Stella's like learning how to be like open and transparent and not judged for her personality quirks that she has. And instead of being like judged, he's open. And at this point, like obviously it's his job, but we all know what's coming, which is true love. But yeah, I've read 40 pages. I think this book is just over 300 pages. So I'm definitely gonna try to finish this by tomorrow. So I'm gonna read more tonight, but I read that 40 pages quite quick. And their first interaction, because obviously she's hiring him, is just, I don't know, it's like it's an expertise of patience, and just like the awkwardness that Stella feels just feels really genuine, which immediately makes you really like her. But anyway, I'm gonna read more of this later, but I'm happy to say I've started it and I'm immediately really, really liking it and already like very attached to the characters, which I feel like is the most important when it comes to romance. Like, you have to like who you're reading about, because otherwise, like, why are you here, you know? I'm here for the characters and rooting for their romance. But anyway, Clay and I are gonna order dinner now, probably watch a movie or something, but just wanted to let you know I can't stop reading. I've already read over 80 pages. I was like, I'm just gonna sit down and, you know, read like a couple chapters. 10 chapters later, here I am. It's time for burgers and British television, everyone. Oh, good yawn, Matilda. Hi everyone, so I am done watching The Crown. We just finished episode 7, season 4. We're almost done. Not quite sure what we're gonna watch next, but I'll definitely keep you guys posted once we decide. I'm gonna sit down and actually read more of the Kiss Quotient, but before I do, I wanted to give you guys another update about this book because I've read over 100 pages. I've honestly flown through it so far. I actually really like kind of the structure of this book, given the premise of our main character Stella hiring Michael as an escort. So it kind of starts out steamy, but then it takes steps back as it kind of goes from like one lesson to like she wants to hire him for a whole month to be her pretend boyfriend. So it takes like a step back to be like more romantic and cutesy. I'll say too that they're both just really cute and like finding love within each other. Michael, I guess, has like self-esteem issues because he's so attractive that people only really treat him like a piece of meat, I guess. And he really appreciates that Stella like sees beyond that. And then Stella really likes Michael because he's really patient and understanding. with her instead of just automatically like judging her and not understanding her. One thing I will say, and that I'll just throw out there, Michael seems to be a bit of an unprofessional escort because boyfriend is catching feelings fast and breaking all of his own rules. Granted, I don't mind because I think they're super cute together, but I thought I would just shout that out because I do think it's funny. But yeah, so far it's light, it's very entertaining. Their interactions together are very wholesome. And I'm excited to see how the story continues to progress from there. But I do think it's interesting kind of like the structure of the story started out like professional, very steamy, and then we've taken kind of a few steps back and it's more like datey, which is fun. But I'm gonna sit down and do more reading now. I'm gonna try to get over the 200-page mark tonight, which will be 2/3 on a Friday, and then finish it up tomorrow morning and then jump into my second romance book. But yeah, this is so easy to read. Like, I don't want to put it down, it's so cute. Unrelated to, this is set in Silicon Valley in San Francisco, and it's giving me flashbacks to having to work inside of a tech office, and I'm glad to be working from home. There's been some lovely parent scenes, and I guess I'm really dumb, but this book completely fits in the category of fake dating, which fits also in the same category as Get a Life, Danny Brown, because that has fake dating. And guys, I think I already knew this, but just to confirm, love the fake dating trope. This also just had some really wonderful family scenes. Main dude is simping so hard for Stella, and I'm here for it because she deserves all the love. So I don't know, it's just cute to see. Like, it's definitely insta-lovey, but I don't even care. Like, I'm just happy for him. Like, go off, guys. Live happily ever after. I have read over 200 pages, and Matilda is also ready for some mushishi before bed. So that's how I'm gonna close out my Friday night. Good. Oh, this coffee's not done brewing. Good morning. Hi everyone. So it is Saturday morning. It's like a little before 9. I am blue. I don't know why this always happens, but I am going to prep. I have a video that's going live this morning, and then I want to film 2 videos today. Let me change the color of this. So I'm going to do that right off the bat. I just prefer to do my things like right when I wake up. I obviously am going to do more reading. I have plans to finish the Kiss Quotient as soon as I can, probably like early afternoon once I get all of my filming and stuff out of the way. I was again able to read over 200 pages. I'm really liking it. It's just so sweet, and just I don't know, it's cute. I'm curious how like the 3rd act dramatic moment is gonna go down. I feel like that generally happens in romance books, like some sort of miscommunication drives our protagonists apart. But I do appreciate that this has been like kind of cute all along. There hasn't been like extreme communication errors right off the bat. Like, there has been some miscommunication, but everything is for the most part resolved, and they give each other the benefit of the doubt, you know, which I appreciate. So it's just kind of wholesome while also being very, very steamy. This is still a romance novel, but cute. But anyway, I'm going to do a bit of editing, drink this coffee, wake up a bit, and kind of get organized for the videos I'm gonna film today. But just wanted to say hello and good morning. Guess who's back from her walk? And guess who finished filming their video? I must put my life back together now. Community Season 5 and bagels. A classic Saturday combination. Matilda is basking in the sun, and I am going to read more of the Kiss Quotient this afternoon. I have a little over 100 pages left. I want to say like 130, so I'm going to read a chunk now and then finish later in the afternoon. Maybe add in a nap between finishing this book and possibly watching a bit of TV. But I'm just going to relax on this Saturday. Trying not to be too hard on myself. I kind of failed with filming. I only filmed one of the 2 videos I wanted to film. Like, everything was just kind of not working out. So I was like, you know what? I filmed the 1 video. That'll be great. I'm excited about this video. Try again next weekend or try to fit it in during the work week, but it's time to read. I'm letting it go. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that now. Hi. Quickly stepping in the other room to do a quick reading update because I've read, I don't know, 60 pages of this. I have just about 40 or so pages left. Flying through it. It's cute, and I'll definitely say, I said it kind of started out steamy, went kind of datey. It's definitely swung back into the very, very, very steamy category. It's a lot of fun. I do kind of like that there hasn't been, where I'm at, I mean, I only have about 50 or so pages left, and I'm sure there will be some more miscommunication, but a lot of the conflict is rooted in their own insecurities and both of them feeling like they're not good enough for the other person, but it's not really manifesting in like anger or like taking it out on the other person. They're both just simping in their heads, being like, I love them, but there's no way they'd love me. I love her, but there's no way she would love me back, like kind of thing. But they're both just kind of like hanging out with each other until the other person in their head will get bored of them. But I don't know, it's just cute that how much they care about each other. Obviously I'm flying through this in terms of a romance. Like, it's definitely a page turner. There's family component, and there is a bit of a mystery, like kind of like a hidden past that you know, trying to figure out as well. But all in all, this has definitely been delivering on its like cute, steamy promise, and I'm definitely a fan so far. There's a lot of conversations about clothes, which I think is cool. Off topic, well, not actually, very much on topic, but kind of, you know, unspecific. But yeah, I'm really liking this. I can definitely see why it's popular. It can definitely at times be a little bit cheesy, like some of the scenes could definitely be a little ridiculous, but that's kind of what I anticipate from romance novels. There was definitely a bit of insta love kind of happening at the beginning, but again, because it is so much about two people just like really pining after each other and being scared of being turned down by the other one, I do think it works. And I'm impressed overall that it has been able to maintain it being very entertaining, even though we're really just like watching them go on dates and then hanging out. But again, I'm in kind of like the falling action, so we'll see if anything else major happens. But I'm really liking this. Would definitely recommend it. I can see why it's super popular, and I definitely want to read other books by this author. I think she has 3 novels out, and I wonder if they're all connected. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is cute. It's funny too. Only positive things to say. Oh no, I just ran into the conflict of this book. That third act drama really coming in hot in this story. I'm gonna finish this in a minute, but I'm gonna take a quick TV break. Saturdays are for my dramas. It's coffee time. I need to wash up my cup from this morning. Please don't judge me, but I live for that Saturday afternoon cup of coffee. Also, I'm happy to report I have finished the first book of my romance reading vlog. I've read officially now over 300. I think this is 300, and the book is 314 pages, so I've already read 300 pages for this vlog, which I'm really, really pleased with. I'm gonna start Danny Brown tonight and finish that tomorrow, but all in all, I have to say I really, really liked it. The drama at the end was definitely a thing. It all kind of happened super quickly. I felt like, if anything, there wasn't a lot of time really spent in the conflict, which in general is fine because I don't even really love the third act conflict that much. Obviously I understand why it's used, but sometimes like you always are expecting it to be there in romance novels, if that makes sense. And all in all, I really did enjoy the two characters and the relationship throughout the story. I will say the male protagonist got a little like aggro at the end, not towards our main character, but just like in general, and that's generally something I don't love to see in romance stories. I just feel like Stella could easily protect herself, and she doesn't need like someone who's like aggressive, you know? So that's like something I would say was like a bit of a criticism, but all in all, it was an enjoyable romance. I think I'd give it like a 3.75, 4 stars. Really fun, really heartwarming, a fast read. I will say I really enjoyed that Stella was like a high-powered, wealthy, really successful young professional in like the tech world. I feel like you don't really run into that trope often for the female, and I like that a lot of their relationship really wasn't about, like, money was very central, but the dynamics of the relationship was really like what mattered most to them was just being like seen and understood, and it was all about the emotions and not so much about like the finances, I suppose. I feel like high-powered tropes are kind of used in a certain way, and often it's like, you know, someone is able to like control certain elements of power because of money. Usually I'm wary about that setup, but I do feel like it was handled well, and it was interesting that it was the female who was the really wealthy one. But yeah, 3.75, 4 stars. It was cute, breezy, easy, all of that. But I'm gonna get back to my K-drama. I'm watching this show called Helllooooo My 20. It's the most charming coming of age story about just a group of girl roommates in college, and it's so cute so far. I'm on like episode 5. It's just really, really entertaining. And then honestly, it's kind of like late afternoon. The rest of the plans for our evening is Clay and I have like a virtual birthday party we're attending. A little Zoom Discord birthday party. And I think we're just gonna hang out, watch TV, and all of that. But yeah, I would say I am very pleased. I've already finished a book for this vlog, so I'm right on track. I've full confidence I'll be able to finish Take a Hint, Dani Brown tomorrow, which will mean I'll read over 600 pages in one weekend. Leave it to romance, because I don't think I read a genre faster than romance. Hello everyone, I decided to change in honor of our virtual birthday party tonight. Local news and lavender, you can't even tell because of the local news blue glare, but they're lavender overalls. It's the little things in life, you know what I mean? This show is truly so funny. Matilda loves it. It also makes me feel old. Our virtual birthday party is about to begin, so we ordered pizza, as one does.
If I were to use
playing code names, we're losing. Good morning, everyone. It's apparently going to be snowing all day, which is kind of nice because in New York, snow gets really gross after a couple days, so we're kind of like covering up the gross old snow with some fresh snow. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy this peaceful ambiance this morning, and I'm gonna brew a pot of coffee and start to Take a Hint, Dani Brown. Coffee is acquired, and I'm still not quite over the snow that we're getting right now. Very, very peaceful. All right, I've started this and I'm already obsessed with Zephyr. He's this sort of, well, I'm obsessed with everyone, but Zephyr is like a grumpy, but secretly really nice security guard who just listens to what I think are romance novels while he works. And it's just so cute. I'm curious if it's gonna be like grumpy with everyone in the world but the person he loves, which will be Dani Brown, like, you know, like only soft for one person. Though I think he's secretly very soft on the inside given the romance novels. But anyway, I really like it. They already have great banter and chemistry, and I've only read 2 chapters, or 1 chapter, and I can already tell I love them. And I really like the dynamic. It's not like enemies, like they're just, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of pining, which I personally really enjoyed in the Kiss Quotient as well. But Talia Hibbert writes amazing dialogue and it's already exceptional. I really like Dani. Anyway, okay, that was a quick 22 pages, but I already have a lot of feelings. But just the scene with Zephyr working and listening to a romance audiobook and being grumpy just made me fall in love. Hi everyone, Matilda's here with her bowl, but I've read 75 pages of Take a Hint, Dani Brown. Like I was anticipating, I've flown through it. I love it. Just the humor and the banter between not just Dani and Zephyr, but we've already seen Chloe and Eve, which I just love their dynamic and their family relationship. And just Talia Hibbert just writes hilarious books. For one, I love the college setting. It's definitely like very nostalgic. Throw Millie's bowl like a toy, but it's very nostalgic, and Dani as a professor would love to have had her. And I don't know, just like seeing her in class, seeing her in her element, I really enjoyed as like a setup to the book. The fire drill gone wrong, which is kind of part of the synopsis that happened. So funny, just so funny, and like also kind of romantic, like in like a very classically almost ridiculous kind of way, but that's what makes it so great. And again, just their dynamic together. I love Zephyr's kind of like grumpy attitude. And you can already tell 75 pages in that there's things like both characters are gonna need to overcome throughout the story. It feels like Dani doesn't want to be in a relationship, not just purely because she's not interested in being in a relationship, but it seems that there's something that perhaps has happened in the past that makes her feel self-conscious that she isn't able to, I guess, accomplish this sort of thing. And then obviously Zephyr has referenced some traumatic things that's happened in his past. He used to be like a rugby star, which is why he's so big and strong. But he left that and he's now a security guard at the university. So 75 pages in, I'm enjoying this build up. I'm sure it's gonna get steamy soon, but I do appreciate the just kind of like setting in the characters, and it did not take long to have like chemistry or interest or like believability between our two main people in this relationship, which I like. They already kind of have a history, they know each other. I can't wait for the fake dating to start. I wonder if it's because this video from the fire alarm goes viral, so they pretend to date. I don't know, but I'm here for it. Taking a quick break to watch my show, and then Matilda is nice and cozy. I'm having the laziest Sunday of all time. I'm just staring at the snow. I'm actually about to get up and make some breakfast tacos for lunch. It's definitely lunchtime now, but I've been sitting here watching K-dramas, but reading too. I've actually read 150 pages of Take a Hint, Danny Brown, and I'm liking it so much. The premise and the setup of this book just like makes it for such a cute and entertaining situation. So as I kind of mentioned, the fire drill gone wrong became like this viral video, and that's kind of what causes them to fake date, because Zafir, I do actually want to say trigger warning for grief and like loss of family members, as that is a present topic in this book, as well as anxiety. Zafir was a professional rugby player, but after the tragic passing of his father and his brother in an accident, he basically retired to kind of deal with his grief, but he also didn't like the scrutiny and the spotlight that this tragedy kind of brought to him. It was what everyone wanted to talk about. It was just too much. So he took a step away, and that's now why he's working as a security guard at the university, and he's also running a charity, which with this video has brought a lot of like notoriety and like attention to his charity. So he's kind of being pushed by his family to like take advantage of it, and Danica agrees, and that's why they agreed to fake date, to kind of leverage the attention of this viral video, you know, to get more attention for his charity, which is ultimately his dream, which is just like so sweet. But obviously there's mutual feelings there and all sorts of things to work out, and I've said this before, but like now that we've also met Zafir's family, I feel like Talia Hibbert does such a wonderful job creating like, yes, romance and great banter between our two primary characters, but the side characters are always people you care about and love to see as well. And there's always such a lovely family component, and it's just so fun to see different family dynamics. For me anyway, like I just really enjoy that being present in contemporary. And obviously we have Danny's family, whom we've already are very familiar with, but meeting Zafir's family and the relationships there and just the connection there has been really sweet as well. So there's just like so many layers, like the romance layers, but just like the family layers, like so many different kinds of feels. It's so sweet so far, and obviously it's getting steamy too, as you would expect in this romance novel, but there's just so much to love. And I just love Zafir and I love Danny. I love how open they are kind of from the beginning. Like Zafir is really brooding, like definitely fitting that stereotype of I hate everyone but you, but he's like a secret softie on the inside, which is so good. But anyway, I'm going to make lunch now, but I just wanted to let you know I've read 150 pages, which means I've read almost 500 pages for this weekend, and I'm definitely on track to finish this today, as I am definitely flying through it. Matilda's having a lazy Sunday too, isn't that right, girlfriend? Making the best breakfast tacos just require creating lots of pieces to later combine. So bacon going in. Whilst I cook, I'm gonna listen to the new Hayley Williams album. Also, don't judge me for how late I'm starting lunch, but it's because I've been snacking on hot Cheetos, you know what I mean? It's Sunday. You're not supposed to eat lunch at a normal time. Next piece to cook, breakfast potatoes. The key to a speedy and tasty breakfast potato is to cook them, like cut them up, put in some oil on them, and then cook it in the microwave for like 6 minutes, and then stirring halfway through. That way they're already soft when you put them in the skillet. So it's all just about browning. Much faster process. Once your potatoes are nice and crispy, set them to the side with the bacon. I'm now sauteing some onions, because sauteed onions are delicious, and preparing the most important part, the refried beans, everyone. And then I'll also make some eggs, and then it's all about assembly. And now, friends, it's all about assembly. Hi everyone, reporting that I got 10% of my life together, and I changed out of my morning pajamas and I put evening loungewear on. The Super Bowl is actually about to start, but I'm going to actually do a bit of reading. I've spent the last 3 hours watching a new drama I started recently, and I'm just in love with it so much. I think I already referenced, but it's Hello My 20s, I think otherwise known as Age of Youth. It's a drama. It's on Netflix, but it's so good. Like, it has super dramatic elements to it like you would expect for the genre, but my favorite part is just that it's about these like group of girls living in an apartment together, and they're all like in college or like trying to figure out parts of their life, and you're just rooting for them, and you love their friendship together and their like romances, and each of the girls kind of gets their own like storylines throughout the show, and how they like interact together is just so nice. It's made me so nostalgic watching it, and I don't know, it's just like a really great slice of life piece of media, and it's been such a nice watch. So that's what I've been spending a lot of today doing. But now I am going to read more of Take a Hint, Danny Brown before football starts. I'm about page 150. I haven't read since the last time I updated you guys, but I'm gonna sit down now and try to get over the 200 page mark. I think this book is about 350 or so pages, so if I can get to over 200, I can definitely finish it tonight. Again, I'm reading this so quickly, so I don't anticipate finishing this being a problem at all, but I'm going to read now. Sweater Matilda always has the most dramatic personality, especially when she somehow gets her sweater half on and half off. She's like, Mom, get out of my room. So I've read over the 220 page mark. This book is just like warming my heart up. So there's so many different things to like, but particularly to speak to the main characters, just like compatibility. It's just so lovely to see them together. One, the fake dating element is just excellent, and I love the nod that our main character Zephyr again loves romance novels, so he's like familiar with the fake dating trope just like us the readers are, which I think is really fun. I also just appreciate how much pining there is, and I really love how flustered Zap can get around Danny, and I just think their dynamic just creates such like a warmness, and there's so much heart to the story. And I also feel like they both are taking the time to understand each other. I think both of them are often like misunderstood. Danny is alluded to her past, like I think she's been in some relationships that have made her kind of anti-relationship, where she doesn't want to put herself out there or kind of get hurt again. And then Zaf obviously has gone through a lot of grief, and he deals with anxiety, and as a result of this, and that's really what inspired him to start his charity. But like seeing them kind of navigate around each other and also pretend like the other one doesn't like them more than they like them, if that makes sense, is just wholesome to see. I also just gotta shout out Talia Hibbert's ability, I feel like, to really create like a really nice ramp up for the romance. Like nothing feels too rushed, and the anticipation, like as a reader, as we're kind of watching things build, is great. And it makes for when, you know, the romance, the steaminess begins, like to be very satisfying when you get there, because we've been waiting all along. Like the tension between the characters is just so wonderful. And I also just like that there is, from the get-go, like even when they're just friends, that there's just a lot of desire to understand the other person, and it's just so sweet. And just the viralness of it, and like this fake dating because of this viral video is funny. Like they're doing like PR, and I just really enjoy this setup, and just the characters, it's just so cute. Like I don't know what else to say, like it's just so cute. And I'm just so happy for Danny that, you know, that she has someone like him, and that he has someone like her, and it's just so sweet. But I'm definitely gonna be able to finish this tonight. I only have about 100 pages left, which shouldn't be an issue. The Super Bowl is about to start, which again, I'm not so sure I care about, but I am gonna do some cooking, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, I just wanted to check in and let you know. I think I'm liking this a little more than the Kiss Quotient, because I feel like the anticipation and the ramp up is just so successful. Like Talia Hibbert's pacing and her romances, I just love. I just love this sort of like friends, fake dating. It's just so sweet, so sweet. Super Bowl on, and I'm making chicken wings, but I'm making Clay do the butchering part because it was grossing me out. So, MVP of our home Super Bowl party. There wasn't a lot of competition, but you still deserved it. All right, the wings are ready to go in. They're coated in their baking powder dry rub. We'll see if these turn out crispy. They take a while. You cook them at 250 for 30 minutes and then at 425 for 40 minutes. So these guys are gonna be in the oven for a while. Clay made us a charcuterie pile. Delish. All right, friends, they turned out nice and crunchy actually, which is exciting. And then I also made some tater tots because obviously, and I have some homemade ranch in the fridge. It's going down. Just in time for the halftime show. All right, confirming my food was good and now it's all gone. And then I quickly, once the food disappeared, got very bored of that game for obvious reasons. If anyone out there watches Super Bowl, not a great Super Bowl. So I've decided to ditch it and read more romance novels. So I have about 120 pages left of this book. I'm gonna try to finish it now. If not, I'll definitely still be on track to finish it tonight. I'm trying to convince Clay to watch the new Britney Spears documentary. So I think we're gonna watch that after the Super Bowl. But in the meantime, I'm gonna read more of this book because it's so cute. I could die, to be honest. It absolutely warms my heart so much. So, oh, Matilda's joined me. Hello, Millie. So that's what I'm gonna do now, so bye. So much of this book is satisfying of just like two people who are so into each other but are also trying to play it cool. Because they have these like rules of being like friends with benefits and fake dating, so they're trying to play it cool, but they're both failing at it miserably. Also, this book is very steamy. When Talia Hibbert makes the turn to steaminess, it definitely happens. I also appreciate that a lot of her female main characters have agency in a lot of the steamy scenes, not just like within communication, which is definitely there, but also just agency in what they want, which I think is awesome. And yeah, this book is so cute. I love them so much. I just want to give them both a hug and be like, you both deserve love. But yeah, I don't really have anything like new to say. It's all pretty much the same, just me enjoying all the pining that is happening. I would say both these books I read this weekend, with the fake dating trope, the pining is off the charts between these two books and it's excellent. I really like the setup of like, both of them kind of had situations where both sets of characters like were really always into the other character the entire time, but was kind of trying to play it cool and like not get caught with these feelings, versus like Hate to Love, there tends to be like more animosity in the beginning, versus in both the books that I read for this vlog, like everyone likes each other from the beginning. Like everyone thinks the other person's very pleasant. So it's just very cute and fluffy, while obviously being very steamy given that these are romance novels too. But anyway, I'm almost done. I have very little of this book left, so I'm gonna quickly power through it and then watch Britney Spears documentary. I finished. Take a hint, Danny Brown. And the title is so good. Like, thinking about the whole book. Take a hint, Danny Brown. What a journey. It was so lovely. I love just so many things, but just two people learning to accept love, you know, without condition, and like learning to like allow themselves to be loved. And Zephyr's so cute and soft and romantic, and Danny like opening herself up to romance. It's just hit me right in the feels. Them together too is just so good. I really loved this. I liked this more than Get a Life Chloe Brown, which I really enjoyed, but just the romance and the pairing and just the banter and just Zephyr just made me love this so much. I think I'd give this like a 4.5, even a 5-star. Like definitely one of my favorite contemporary romances I've read ever. I haven't read that many contemporary romances, but of the ones I've read, this is definitely near the top of the list. I just fell for them. They're so cute together. I love it so much. It also means I've read almost 700 pages of romance this weekend. So job well done, Reagan. And I've officially read 2 books, so that's good too. 2 books in 1 weekend. Hey. But oh, take a hint, Danny Brown was so cute. Like, perfect mixture of very steamy but like wonderful growth in the romance. And I also really love that the conflict of this was really more about like internal conflict, overcoming like a personal barrier and like confronting your own emotions and like what you want for yourself versus like kind of an outside force. It was much more internal, which I just enjoyed a lot. Anyway, this was so cute. Loved it. Cheers to Sunday night. Hi friends, and welcome to the end of the vlog. The next day, I'm just coming in to quickly wrap up the 2 books I've read. I feel like I've talked about both of them in detail and like fangirled and gushed about both these books in detail, but obviously I read the entirety of The Kiss Quotient and Take a Hint, Danny Brown. Danny Brown being my favorite of the 2, but I really loved and would highly recommend both of them. What a fun, at least to me, romance-filled reading weekend. I definitely want to do this again soon. And I read almost 700 pages, which makes me feel very accomplished. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'll have a link to this video sponsor down below, Acorn TV. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys with another video soon. Goodbye.